Everyone, I'll be doing a review and full swatches of the Innisfree Real Fit Velvet lipsticks, and I got all 10 for you guys to see. And basically the claims are supposed to be a velvet texture lipstick that melts smoothly when it touches the lip. It's also supposed to be thin like a feather when you apply it on, supposed to be long lasting, and it contains camellia oil which helps to moisturize and smooth the color onto your lips. So basically the packaging looks like this, and I like that it shows the color at the bottom, and I feel like that the colors at the bottom really matches with the lipstick that it contains in the lipstick packaging itself, which is pretty awesome. So the first shade is called Apricot Beige. Why did I say beige? Oops. Which basically is a nice nude, but it shows some of the dry patches a little. If you guys haven't watched me before, I basically do have dry lips, but I do exfoliate quite often, but obviously sometimes there are some flaky parts on my lips still, so this one actually do emphasize it, but it is a beautiful beigey color. And as always, I'll be showing you guys a look with the gradient lips and a fuller lip look like here, and a close-up as well. Close-up you can't really see much of the dry patches. I mean, it's bearable, but once you apply lip liner and the lipstick, I reckon it will be way nicer. Now the second one, I really like this shade. This is like a beautiful mauve shade. I'm always obsessed with like mauve shades, so I'm really impressed with this color. And this one feels really creamy on the lips, and it doesn't emphasize any of my dry patches, which is really awesome, and it really smooths my lips really well. And I feel that it really gives like that feathery look on your lips. It reminds me a bit like the Petty Peta ink Airy Velvet, which I'll put the link up there for you guys to check out. It actually feels exactly like that on the lips, but way more moisturizing, just because I know that it contains the camellia oil in the lipstick. And obviously because of how moisturizing it is, and because it's a velvet lipstick, it doesn't last as long. It lasts about like 4 to 5 hours before you have to touch up again, which I'm not fast, because it feels really comfortable on the lips, especially for those who have dry lips. Now these two shades, this three subtle orange, and this is more coral, but it's a little bit patchy on my lips. Obviously you can tell because I have high pigmentation on my lips already. The orange looks very different from the picture. Now number 4, tangerine orange, I feel like this is like a carrot orange, but on me again it feels more vibrant and much more darker compared to the picture. So I reckon that the model and the pictures here, it feels like her lips are not as pigmented as mine, hence why the colors were a bit off when you apply it. However, I feel like the lipstick that is shown on my lips is exactly the same as the color shown on the lipstick itself, if that makes sense. So if you guys see the picture before and after, you can see it matches really like correctly compared to the model's picture. Hopefully that makes sense, you guys. But if I were to choose 3 or 4, I would definitely choose the 4 one that looks like the carrot orange. Now number 5, this is Tulip Red. It is beautiful, it's very smooth and creamy, doesn't show any of my dry patches. When swatching all of this lipstick, I also noticed that it actually doesn't leave a tint or stain on my lips when I remove the lipstick one by one, and when wearing it out it doesn't do that as well, which I find actually a good thing sometimes. So it's actually very easy to remove, but at the same time it's highly pigmented as well. The next one is number 6, which is like has a pinker tone compared to number 5, and this is called Camellia Red. I like how they say camellia, you know, camellia oil. Anyway, this one has more of a pinker tone, and I like this more than number 8, just because this one looks much more different than 5, just because like number 5 it has more like the reddish tone compared to this one. So I would prefer number 6 over number 5. Both applies really nice on my lips and doesn't show any of my dry patches as well. I think for this one I would have to tell you guys which one show my dry patches and which one doesn't, so you guys know if you guys have dry lips and you guys can relate to me. But yeah, so next is number 7, which is called Rose Moss Pink, and I feel like this is a beautiful coral pink shade. It is very beautiful on my lips. I really like it. I wish it looks a bit like the picture as well, but I feel like on my lips it's much more vibrant and much more brighter, which I don't mind. Like, I think it's really nice. But obviously the more you lay it on, obviously the lipstick is much more pigmented, and because I like fuller lips compared to gradient lip, I feel like both colors are beautiful on my lips anyway. And so this one, I forgot to even tell you guys, obviously the lipsticks, they are all very pigmented, they are very easy to apply, and I feel that when you apply as a gradient lip, you only need like a few swipe and there you go, you have that gradient lip. Just because of the high pigmentation that it contains in the lipstick, it is so easy to apply. Like you don't even like have mistake when you apply it on. Number 8, I love the name Cherry Blossom Pink. I'm obsessed with cherry blossom, so I was excited to see the name and the color. However, I feel like this number 8, this is like a pinker tone. The next one you guys will see is very similar, but the next one has like a purple tone to it. So remember this color, you guys, before I show you the next one, which is right now. So number 9, as you can see, this is called Azalea Pink, which has a purple tone to it compared to number 8. But both colors I love because for me, I feel like they are a bit different and I like them for different occasions. But yeah, I really like both colors and they look really nice on my lips as well. So yeah, so I feel like overall all of the lipstick shades, they are all beautiful, but there are some that I mentioned before that shows my dry patches, but not majority of them. Most of them really do look really nice on my lips and doesn't show my dry patches, which I'm really happy about. So the last one is Dried Rose Pink, which I feel like is like a purplish mauve, and it's quite similar to number 2, but I like both of them as well. As you can see on my lips, it's much more darker, like much more mauve compared to the model's picture, but as you can see on the lipstick packaging, it looks like a mauve shade. So overall, I'm really happy with all of this lipstick. I feel like they do have a variety of colors, from pink to red to coral to mauve to not much nudie brown color, but it's okay, I'm not fast. Here I'm gonna show you guys all of the swatches on my arm so you guys can see how all of the colors look like, how similar some of them are, how different some of them are, but I feel like they have a wide range. But I don't feel like you guys need all 10 in your collection. I think you need like a couple or so. For me, this is my first time trying an Innisfree lipstick. I don't think I've owned any of the lipstick, but I've heard good things about them, so I'm really happy with this product. Like obviously there are some that I was like, ooh, that show my dry patches, but I just need to exfoliate more and it will probably turns out really well on my lips, just because I really like the formula. It feels really soothing on my lips because of the oil, and it's very moisturizing as well. And because considering how glossy and velvety it is on the lips, it lasts for about 5 hours before it fades off and before you have to touch up, which is good. Even though it's like a velvety lipstick, it does transfer a little bit, but not so much, and it doesn't really remove most of the lipstick when, you know, like this here. But as you can see, I still have a lot of lipstick on the lips, and this is how it looks like after 5 hours. Look at that, it still looks amazing, right? So here are my ratings now. So overall, I'm just rating it 15 out of 20, just because I feel like this lasts for quite a bit, 4 to 5 hours. Pigmentation, I'm going 5 out of 5, just because I really like all of the colors and they are also pigmented. Transfer, 3 out of 5, and the price, it ranges from $8 to $10. So depending on your price ranges, I'm just putting it 3.5 out of 5, but I definitely think this is worth it. And depending on the color of your choices, you guys can, you know, see which one you like. And for me, because I have high pigmentation lips, I feel like the colors were a bit of a hit and miss compared to the model's picture, but overall I'm really happy with this lipstick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more lipstick swatches from me, because I do have one really exciting one next week, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.